We're going to have a really fun day, and I don't know what we're doing today. I have 5,370 subscribers on here today, so that's pretty epic. We always love when that happens, when we hit subscriber milestones. We love hitting subscriber milestones because that is always one of those fun things to have happen. We never know what's going to happen. But yeah, we're going to do stuff and things, and it's going to be fun, and I'm going to go online. And then, yeah. Do you hear the people sing, singing the song of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people sing, singing the song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. Well, okay, you can send that to me via PayPal or Cash App. I'll take that $500 trillion because $500 trillion is a lot of money, and I will take it. I always love that we would like. I would always love to have $500 trillion. That would allow me. No one loves you. I don't know why. Well, maybe Do you really have that $500 trillion? You should prove it by giving me the money. Show me the money, just like I show you the Earth's a trapezoid. I'm sick and tired of people who don't believe in the trapezoid Earth Society. It's one of the worst things in the history of the world. I'm tired of it. I'm genuinely tired of people who believe that the Earth is round. It is just absolutely ridiculous, and I hate it. I don't understand why people are listening to NASA. NASA is one of the most evil, evil entities in the history of the humanity, and I do not understand why we let them. Elon Musk, my friend. Well, you spelled his name wrong, and I don't want. Well, actually, I want all of Elon's money, but I don't want him to give it to me. I want it to be taxed and then redistributed. No, there's no such thing as isosceles triangles. Isosceles isn't a real thing. No, Satan is. I'm not going to get into a theology debate in that server. That would be really dumb. I'm not doing it. 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 I'm not. I'm angry about the people who are mm, uh, You love PlayStation? Yeah, PlayStation's cool. I hate when people think the earth is round. It's ridiculous. The earth has never been round. It's never been round. I'm tired of that. I'm genuinely tired of people thinking the earth is round. I'm tired of thinking that the earth is round. I'm tired of thinking that the earth is round. The earth's not round. I'm tired of it. You want GTA 6? Yeah, GTA 6 is going to come out when people realize what the shape of the earth is. And I'm sick and tired of people who don't believe in the shape of the earth being correct. Sure, okay, no, it's not round. Round isn't a thing. Nothing in the history of the universe has ever been round. And I'm sick and tired of people trying to convince other people that the earth is round. It's just one of. How much would. Who? Yeah, learn how to know what channel you're talking to before you actually put anything in. And I'm sick and tired of people thinking the earth is round. It's never gonna be round. We're not gonna make it round. We're never gonna have it round. I don't know why it's gonna be round. Is it gonna be round? I don't know why anybody thinks it's round. Round isn't real. I'm tired of people thinking that the earth is round. There's never been anything round in the universe. I'm tired of people thinking that things are round. The universe doesn't allow things to be in the it to be round. I'm tired of people who believe. I don't play Fortnite. I think battle royales are kind of dumb. No, the earth isn't round. The earth isn't round. The earth isn't round. What is that number? What is that number? What is that number? The earth's never been round. I've never seen the earth be round. I don't understand why you think the earth is round. I'm tired of it. It's very upsetting. I'm tired of it. Earth is not round. I would know if it was round exactly. We all know it's a trapezoid, and I'm tired of people lying about it. I'm tired of people lying about the shape of the earth because they're evil and they know that it'll do things that'll be evil. I don't really want to see what's gonna happen. I don't wanna. I don't know what a brain is. I'm pretty sure it's not real. No. Escape. We're gonna cancel that. I hate the people who think the earth is round. It's never been round. You've fallen for lying. You've fallen for lies from NASA and the CIA. You've fallen for lies from NASA and the CIA. You've fallen for lies for NASA and the CIA. You've fallen for lies from NASA and the CIA. You've fallen for lies from NASA and the CIA. You've fallen for lies from NASA and the CIA. You've fallen for lies from NASA and the CIA. I don't want you to fall for lies that have gone from the CIA. I'm sick and tired of people falling from the lies from the CIA. Why do you think that the CIA is real? I don't know what your problem is that you think the earth is round. It's not. It's never been round. It'll never be round. I'm tired of people thinking the earth is round. It's a trapezoid. It's a trapezoid. Anyway, what we're doing right now is we're sitting here thinking about Mount Everest because we don't think that Mount Everest can even be real. Mount Everest is not a real thing. It's never existed and it's never been. And I'm sick and tired of people who say that Mount Everest is real. Yeah, there's a place that we call Mount Everest where, yeah, people have lost their lives there. But the truth of the matter is that Mount Everest is not actually what we think it is, because mountains can't exist on a trapezoid. They're not mountains. They're actually lasagnas that people climb. And I'm sick and tired of people who don't believe in the reality about what's going on our earth. People don't understand. People don't understand the nonsense here where we got to deal with that nonsense. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that people don't believe that the earth is a trapezoid, because it leads them to horrible decisions like deciding that the earth is round and deciding that they should believe in NASA and the CIA and the United States government. And it's just not okay for that. And I'm sick and tired of it, because why? Why do people believe the United States government? The United States government has been proven to lie about everything. They lie about aliens. They lie about the shape of the earth. They lie about what the United States dollar is. They lie about what Venezuela is. Venezuela is not what the United States government thinks it is. And I'm tired of people who think, they tell you that the fire department is good. The fire department is evil, and I'm sick and tired of people believing in the fire department. Because you know what the fire department is? The fire department is just a bunch of evil socialists that want to take taxpayer dollars to burn everything down. And I'm tired of that, because it's not acceptable. It is absolutely not acceptable for my taxpayer dollars to be used to burn stuff down. But instead, we let this so-called fire department exist. And it's just completely unacceptable that we as Americans allow the fire department to exist. I'm sick and tired of the fire department. The fire department are some of the most evil people in the history of humanity. And they need to be told that. So that's why you should actually make sure that there is a group of people there to ensure that the fire department can never be that the fire department can never be true. That the fire department is just not allowed to continue to exist. And as we remove the fire department from everything, we need to make sure, yeah, fires still happen. Fires happen because the fire department starts things on fire. The fire department walks around and just starts things on fire. And it's some of the most evil stuff I've ever seen. And I'm just sick and tired of all of that. Because the fire department wants you to believe that they're good people, but no, they're not. They're not good people. They're some of the worst people in the history of humanity. They are war criminals. They are regular criminals. They are just nonsensical people. And I am tired of them. I am tired of them getting all of our taxpayer dollars. Because these taxpayer dollars could go to much better things. These taxpayer dollars could go to, like, I don't know, education. But then again, education is just ridiculous because they teach our children to hate Jesus Christ. That's what they do. They teach our children to hate Jesus Christ and to hate America in our schools these days. We absolutely need to abolish the Department of Education. It is unacceptable that that department continues to exist. It is just absolutely unacceptable. We need to do something about the Department of Education and make sure that it no longer exists, because every day the Department of Education proves to me and everybody else that they hate Jesus. And unfortunately, because they hate Jesus, they are teaching our children to hate America and to hate Jesus, and that they should try to destroy America from the inside out. And it's just ridiculous. You walk in, you have all this nonsense there, and it's just no. You walk in an ELA classroom, instead of talking about, a book, they're talking about DEI. And it's not Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. It's ridiculous what they do in these schools. That's why I support President Donald Trump and his and Linda McMahon's destruction of the Department of Education. There is absolutely no reason that that department needs to continue to exist. It, along with the Department of the Interior and the Fire Department, are the most evil departments in the United States of America. And it is genuinely unacceptable that we continue to fund them. It is totally unacceptable that we continue to fund them, because as we continue to fund them, we are funding the destruction of America and the destruction of capitalism from inside the United States of America. And by doing that, we are ruining our way of life. And when we ruin our way of life, we know that the United States of America will fall, because we cannot change our way of life. We are a devout Christian nation, and we need to understand that Jesus Christ is the most important thing in our lives. And unfortunately, far too many people do not understand what needs to be done in order for this country to be great again. And yeah, Donald Trump, yeah, he's not the end all. He's not the end all be all. He needs to actually go so much further than what he's doing. Not only does he need to abolish the Department of Education, he needs to abolish the Department of Labor. He needs to abolish minimum wage laws. And we need to abolish child labor laws. As soon as a child turns 4 years old, they don't need to be going to school. They need to be in my factory making my money. That's right. I'll pay them 15 cents an hour to go make stuff, because that's what made America great. What made America great was when we had the strongest workforce in the world. I will play gameplay. I will stream games tomorrow or the next day, because tomorrow's NFL Sunday, so I'm probably just going to be watching the NFL all day tomorrow. You can watch the video earlier that I uploaded of me effing around in Goat Sim, which was pretty cool. I really liked that. But not only does Donald Trump need to abolish the Department of Education, the Department of Labor, he needs to abolish the Department of the Interior. We have so many departments that just waste money. And he needs to abolish the Supreme Court. I'm tired of these activist judges saying that we can't do the things that we need to do to make this country great. And you know what else? He needs to abolish the Agricultural Marketing Service. He needs to abolish everything. I mean, I'm okay. You know what? Alcohol, Tobacco, and Tax and Trade Bureau, that doesn't need to exist. The Antitrust Division, that doesn't need to exist. I'm okay with the Army existing. Let's look at the letter B. We don't need bankruptcy courts. If you go bankrupt, you go to jail. That's what we need to do. We need to bring back debtors' prisons. Absolutely ridiculous. And we need to abolish the ATF, Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Absolutely ridiculous that that exists. The CFPB, gone, gut it, get rid of it. We don't need it. Why do we need a Bureau of Engraving and Printing? Why do we need a Bureau of Labor Statistics or Land Management? Or we should expand the budget of the Bureau of Prisons. We do not have enough prisoners in this country. We absolutely do not. We only imprison 33%. We only imprison like 8% of this nation. We should be imprisoning at least 54% of our citizens because that's the only way we know that this country is great again. 54%. If you win 54% of your baseball games, you're going to win the World Series over the course of 10 years. But on top of that, if you imprison 54% of your country's citizens, that's how you make your country great. We don't need career, technical, and adult education. If you couldn't get an education when you were a kid, why should we give you an education when you're an adult? There's no reason for that. And the CDC, get rid of it. Disease, no. Medicare, get rid of it. CIA, triple their budget. Triple their budget. We need them. Abolish the Civil Rights Department. We don't need civil rights. Nobody gets rights. Commission of Fine Arts, we have AI for that. Nobody needs art. You know what? We're going to abolish the House and the Senate and the CBO. Everything involving that. No need for that. We have evolved beyond the need for Congress. You said I ruined your day scrolling into this? Well, maybe you were scrolling too much. You didn't need to scroll. We need to talk about what we need to abolish to make this country great again. Yeah, pretty much everything in the letter D except the Delaware River Basin Commission can continue to exist. And the Department of Labor, get rid of that. We're going to rename the Department of Justice to the Department of Punishment. The government doesn't like it when I send my kids to the mines. Well, in my government, your kids are going to go to the mines when they're 4. When they're 4. The Education Department, that is ruining America. We don't need to be educating people. We need to be producing stuff. You ever look at all those countries that are ahead of us and why we aren't great? It's because we don't produce things. We spend too much time on our liberal arts degrees and our art degrees, and it's just ridiculous that we do this. And I am sick and tired of it. We should abolish the Fulbright program too. Yeah, we don't need a government accountability office or an ethics office. We do need a government publishing office so they can publish all the new laws and executive orders so that when you violate them, I can hand it to you so you know why you're going to jail. You should know why you're going to jail. Let's look at the letter H. The Harry Truman Scholarship Foundation. Why would anybody want one of those? Helsinki Commission. What? What? We can get rid of the House of Representatives. We can get rid of housing and urban development. The letter I is weird. Why are we funding Interpol? The United States should not be funding international police. That is just wrong. Why is the Department of Labor, Labor Statistics, Land Management, Legal Services, and the Library of Congress gone? We don't need them. We should probably triple the budget for the Marine Corps. Triple the budget and go invade Canada. Make Canada the 51st state. We can invade NASA. We can invade NASA and abolish it. We don't need NASA. All NASA does is lie to us about the shape of the Earth. It's ridiculous what they allow NASA to get away with. They allow NASA to get away with all of the nonsense about telling us that the Earth is round. And I'm tired of it. The chat's censored because I don't believe in freedom of speech in my chat. So you're banned. I don't believe in freedom of speech in this chat, just like I don't believe in freedom of speech in the United States of America. You will speak the way the government wants you to speak. And if you don't agree with it, you can go to jail, where you will spend the rest of your life without trial. Because trials are a waste of time and money. And I don't understand why anybody ever thought that we needed to have the presumption of innocence. It's one of the biggest, it's one of the biggest, absolutely biggest wastes of money in this country. Allowing people to speak the way they want and allowing people to have their own thoughts. No. We need to censor that. You think the way the government wants you to think. That's how we make this country great again. Anyway, since all of you seem to not want to make America great again, I'll talk to you later.